Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Figured I'd hop on and show you guys how to rig one of these green machine style lures up I've been making. I've been doing a lot of building lures, casting my own heads. As you can see, got a bunch of different stuff going. All different colors, shapes, sizes, from little chuggers to the green machine bullet style, right up to the cup faced. But anyway, I'm getting ready to rig up this hybrid style. Figured I'd show you guys. What you're going to need is a lure head and either some silicone skirts. You can double skirt it. Well, what I'm going to do is we're going to use a purple mylar with a silver back underneath a purple and black skirt. So let's just jump right into it. First thing you're going to do is want some double-sided tape. A good quality outdoor or wet location tape. Pretty hard to find. I had a hard time finding it. Do some Googling, you'll find it. And just get that on the back of your mylar. You can see that this mylar is scored. Okay, it's cut so it'll separate into thin strips. Just like this. And what you want to do is find the edge that hasn't been cut all the way up. You'll have a solid little part where they haven't cut it. That's where you want to put your little piece of double-sided tape at. Get in here and carefully peel that backing off. And we're not just going to rely on that tape. I like this DAP Rapid Fuse all-purpose adhesive. It sticks to the silicone skirts and it sticks to the mylar, which most glues will not stick to either. And what I find really handy is my wife has these little pink pads. It's like a miniature little Q-tip. It's for doing her fingernails. But boy, it works really good at putting on this glue. So I'll just take this, get a little glue on that. And you can see where I've put this strip. I've left a little bit up top and a little bit down bottom. So that's where I'm going to glue, is right up near the top of this head and then down a little bit, not really putting glue where that adhesive strip is. Okay, and we're just going to brush that glue right around. You got to kind of be quick because this stuff hardens up quick. So move quick with it. We'll get some down bottom. And we're just going to take our mylar and wrap it. You want to get it started on there straight. I've already cut this to size. Okay. And it's just a matter of wrapping it around like that. And there you have it. Tuck all this together so the skirt will go up over it. Okay. Now I'm going to let this sit for about 3 or 4 minutes before I try to mess with that skirt. So I'll just pause you guys real quick. We'll let this harden up. Alright, so we give that a few minutes to harden up just so I'm not getting my fingers stuck to it. I've took a little rubber band, put it around the end to keep all this clumped together. Now we're just simply going to take and throw our skirt up over this. Just kind of work it through there. Be gentle with it. As it gets up top, you might have to hold the mylar and kind of pull on it so that skirt will kind of start working its way up over without wrinkling your mylar up. And don't use any pledge or anything like you normally would, because we need to glue the skirt over this mylar, and the pledge is going to keep that glue from sticking right. So don't do that. You can just see I'm slowly working this up with my fingers. Okay, and we're going to stop right about there. I'm leaving about 1/4 inch. We're going to come right back to our glue. Run that right around. And use a little extra glue on the seam of that mylar. When you feel the seam when you're coming around, just put a little extra glue right there. And then be quick and get that up on there. And there's our skirt. Now we go ahead and pull our rubber band off. The Mylar is a touch longer than the skirt. So we're just going to come in here. Give that a quick snip. Let the skirt flip down, and we're going to separate this Mylar real quick here. Some brands of Mylar, you can just kind of rub your hands back and forth. But this stuff, some of these are stuck pretty good, so I just like to peel them individually so they don't get messed up. Just come through, peel everything apart. One by one, don't make a mess of it. Remember, you're trying to make this better than bought, so take your time. Do better than what you can buy. It's the whole purpose of the channel, is to teach you guys how to make your stuff yourself for pennies on the dollar and have a better than bought lure when you're done. And the pride of catching something on something you made yourself is much, much higher than if you just go buy a lure from a company. So there you have it. That's got the purple and silver backed Mylar over a purple and black skirt. Now we'll just go ahead and rig that up. We'll throw this on a 250 pound, 7 feet of 250 pound mono on an 8/0 hook. You grab some beads. I think I'll go with these blue beads for this one. Actually, no, I won't. We'll go with these clear glow ones. I'm just going to slip a few of these on. Forget how many. Let me look here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Three of them. And then just check your length. You really want your hook right on the back like that. Okay, and I like to add these willow leaf spinners to them. But that's pretty good right there. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to grab a 1.8 millimeter crimp. That's what this calls for. 250 pound mono calls for that anyway. Then I'm going to jump in here and we're going to grab 220 pound barrel swivel and some chafe gear, just because I like my stuff to last. So I'm going to cut some chafe. On goes the crimp. On goes our chafe gear. On goes our barrel swivel. Got mono through. I like to take my lighter, mushroom the end of that mono out like that. Let it cool. Now it won't pull through that crimp on you. Give you a little added insurance. Say you make a bad crimp, whatever. That's just going to give you a little insurance policy. And I also, you guys notice, if you follow the channel, you know I like the catch-all tackle long crimps. And you're going to see why right here. Versus just a shorty crimp. I can come in here like this. Stay back a bit so you get that hourglass shape. You don't want the very end of that crimp cutting into that mono. Okay, and now I can come down this end. And as you can see, I've got a double crimp in that same one long crimp. That's why I prefer those. It's double strength. You're going to have a way better hold. You ain't going to worry about anything. And there we have it. Let's coil this mono up. Quick like. And if you want to throw a willow leaf on there, what you need for that is a willow leaf spinner braid, a barrel swivel. I use a split ring to hook it to, and then these come with a solid ring that usually fits right over this 8/0. Sometimes I have to bend it a little bit to oval it out to get it to go down over these. We'll see what this one's gonna do here. Yeah, I'll have to just oval it out a little bit. So I'll just take my crimp pliers here and just slightly oval that ring out a little bit. And that'll let it pass down over the barb of that hook. Okay, and it's never gonna come back off there, so you don't gotta worry about bending it back. It ain't never gonna come off. But there you have it right there. And this will be trolled behind a purple bird. Okay, and I rig my birds on snap swivels. That way if we get a fish, we can just go ahead and unhook this lure, throw the fish and the lure in the box, hook a new lure on, and be back fishing. But I hope you guys liked the video. I'll do one coming up showing you guys how to make a mold of these lure heads. And I'll show you guys how to cast a lure head, how to sand and polish it, and all that good stuff too. Look for that coming up in the coming weeks. But if you guys liked the video, smash that like button, follow the page. It really helps me out. And remember, why buy it when you can make it yourself at home for pennies on the dollar? Better than bought. Thank you guys.